you go, my love, I think I'm yours. My dreams, like trees, I hope one day they'll grow, and I want to hold your hands when it is cold. So I wait, but you hate. You have so much to say.
But now, when I hit the previous slide, the century part of our environmental landscape. Their primary purpose
I have so much to do. Though you know that I'm yours, my love, I think I'm gone. My love, I think I'm gone. I know that you go.
It's the 2nd September, I have known you. 4 years or so ago, I rode a pony, called him Truth. We didn't know the way, so it took us till today to get here. And all that time, I felt just fine. I held so many people in my suitcase heart. I was glad to let the whole thing go. It was taken by the wind and snow, and I still didn't know that I was waiting for a girl on a slow pony home. I can remember when I first saw you. You said in my photograph I looked more far away. I laughed and smiled and didn't say I am a bit afraid to be here. And all that time I felt just fine. I held so many people in my suitcase heart that I had to let the whole thing go. It was taken by the wind and snow, and I still didn't know that I was waiting for a girl on a slow.
So for the past maybe 6 months, my friend has been repeatedly recommending This Is How You Lose the Time War by Amal El-Mohtar and Max Gladstone. This book, which I finally finished this morning, and it is stunningly beautiful. I don't know if I've ever had something go so quickly from I'm not quite sure how I feel about it to one of my all-time favourite novels that I've read. There's a very special place in my heart for books that are not nominally of the romance or family drama or what have you genres, but that still have human connection, whether it's romance, whether it's family, whether it's friendship, at the centre of them and at the heart of what they're about. And this definitely fulfills that that desire. The prose is absolutely gorgeous. You know, sometimes when you're reading a poem and there's a line that you just have to kind of sit back and take a second and be like, ooh. This is like if you wrote an entire book that is 95% composed of those lines. It will drive you a little bit crazy, but in a good way. I've been just messaging my friend Helena, who is the lovely person who suggested it. Thank you. I've been messaging when I get certain lines and just being like, I need to scream about this. It's just the tenderness. It gets me. This is very much a sci-fi novel, but even if you don't like sci-fi, if you want to read a book of beautifully composed love letters, read it. If you want a book that's about as close to poetry as you can get while technically still writing prose, read it. I feel like I should mention that it's definitely not YA, just because from the blurb or from a summary it can kind of sound like it will be. But if you're worried about 99% of YA tropes, don't be. It is not like anything I've ever read before, honestly. It has connection and love and hope at its center, and that's a really, really important thing to me in how I feel about a book. I don't have an awful lot of time for media that just centers around despair, and that's just a personal preference. You could have very easily let it be very grim and gritty and it would still be a stunning book, but I love it a whole lot more for what they chose to emphasize and how they chose to frame the world, the universe, the multi-universes that take place within it. The audiobook and ebook app Scribd is offering a free 30-day trial at the moment. You don't need to input your credit card number or anything like that, so if you forget about it, it's not going to start charging you. This book is not on Scribd in Australia, but I know that it is in some other countries. But if you'd like to read it, and perhaps like me, your local library isn't operating at the moment, then I highly recommend having a look there, and fingers crossed. Ooh, it's raining!